Hi, it's Jamie Smart here, and I wanted to take just a few minutes to show you what a card trick has to do with your richest experience of life and with your perception. Now, before I get into the perception side of it, I'm just going to show you the card trick. So what I've got here is 3 cards. I've got 2 jacks and a queen from an old deck of cards I found lying around. And what I'm going to do, there's the 2 jacks, and I'm going to pick up the queen. This is called a 3-card Monty. And I'm just going to throw the queen from one hand to the other, to the other, to the other. And then in just a moment, I'm going to drop all 3 cards. And my job as the close-up magician is going to be to misdirect you so you think the queen has gone somewhere it hasn't. So watch carefully, because in a moment, without any warning, I'm going to suddenly drop the cards, and you need to keep an eye on what's gone where. So I don't know where it looked like the queen went. For a lot of people watching, it'll look like that's the queen there. But actually, that's the jack. The queen's here, because the whole point of sleight of hand and close-up magic is to misdirect the onlooker and to have it look like something's happening in one place when in fact it's happening somewhere else. Now, this is exactly what happens with our perception. See, our peace of mind, our well-being, our clarity, our security, they only ever come from inside of us. But it looks as though they're coming from outside of us. It looks as though they're coming from our circumstances, from our partner, from our money, from our job, from our car, from our self-image. They look like they're coming from outside, but actually they're only ever coming from inside. And it's the same with the things that upset us. So if you're feeling agitated, if you're feeling upset, if you're feeling uptight about something, it looks as though your circumstances are causing that. That's how it always looks. It's like someone ran the scaffolding pole into my car the other day, and I got uptight about it for a moment, and it looked like the fact that my car had been damaged was causing me to be uptight, when actually that feeling, that tension, that agitation was my system telling me that my thinking had gone off base for a moment. But it always looks like it's our circumstances. It's a trick of the mind, just like the card trick. So if I were to show you that card trick again and do it the same way, there's the 2 jacks, there's the queen, going from one hand to the other, to the other, to the other, to the other. When I drop the cards, it still may look like it's there, but it's not. That's the jack. You now know that it's there. But the funny thing with our perception is that even when you know that all your feelings are coming from inside, it can still sometimes look like they're coming from your circumstances. It can still sometimes look like it's coming from the outside. And so the solution to this is what I call embodied understanding. Because one of the things you'll begin to discover as you see this more and more clearly in your own life and in the lives of your clients or your friends or your family, you start to be harder to trick. It's not that you don't get tricked, but you become more suspicious of, like, when you're feeling freaked out about something, you've become more suspicious of, is that really the circumstances that are causing it, or could it be a trick of the mind? When you're feeling great about something, you start to be a bit suspicious. Is it really that external factor that's giving me this great feeling, or could that actually be my natural state of well-being? What I can tell you is that by exploring and learning and getting an embodied understanding of this for myself, my own quality of life has skyrocketed. It's not that I don't have ups and downs, I still do, but it's much more difficult for me to get worried about the downs when I get them, because I'm suspicious of the reality of it. Because one of the realizations I have is I used to think my feelings were telling me about the quality of my life, but actually they're always telling me about the quality of your thinking. And you don't have to do anything about that. The moment you see that you're always feeling your thinking, and that even in this moment or in any moment you're feeling your thinking, your quality of mind can rise in a heartbeat. Now, does that mean it will? Not always. But the more you realize this at a deep level, the less of a problem anything is. And the more peace of mind, well-being, and security you'll experience in your life. And it's one of the most beautiful gifts there is to share with your clients, with your family, your friends, your children. And it's all down to a trick of the mind. Thanks for listening.